guys, Angela Hoppe here with Hoppe Images. Something that I wanted to post about is the HoneyBook scheduling option. It's actually a really good way to just kind of keep everything contained within the same system if you're already using HoneyBook. I know previously I would use like Sign Up Genius and stuff just as like a free sign up option, but this keeps everything contained, which I really like. But it's not very intuitive. So I finally figured out how to use it, and so I just wanted to share with other people. I figured if I was having trouble, other people were as well. So when you log into HoneyBook, if you go to Tools and then Scheduling, this is the page that will pop up. And the page, so you can toggle between your calendar and scheduling to set up a mini session or any type of like sign up thing that you need your clients to do. You just click on the scheduling option. What you're going to do is you're going to click new session type. For session type, I just put in person. I believe the only difference it makes is, okay, so your additional options will be different. So I just do in person, and then what I'll do is I'll put, like, let's say it's sunflower mini sessions. I'll put sunflower minis. I'll put the price, and then I'll normally put like 15 minutes. So I try to put as many descriptive things in here as possible. Just because, and I'll show you this later, but just because when on the user side, there's no real space for you to write in like how many images it comes with or how many minutes and things like that. So I just kind of put this in, I put that all in the title. So I'll put like 5 digitals, whatever. All right, so location, let's just say Baton Rouge. You do want to make sure that your time zone is correct, because that will make a difference. The duration is going to be how long is the session. Let's just say 15 minutes because I put it up there. When can it be scheduled? This is where it kind of gets, I guess, not complicated, but it gets a little confusing. So if you have just one day of mini sessions, then what you'll do is you'll click Fix Date Range. For this sample, I'm going to say that my sessions are only occurring on May 15th. So I'll click May 15th as the start date. And then for the end date, I have to click the 16th. Even though it's not happening on the 16th, I still have to have it in there like that just for the sake of this program. So for your session color, I don't think it really matters on the user end. It's more of if you use the calendar in HoneyBook, that's where it would edit the colors. Instructions are going to be like, if, let's just say, a lot of the times what I'll do is after somebody signs up for a session, I will send them manually, I'll send them a proposal. So I might put in here, proposal will be sent within 48 hours of booking your time slot. Completion of proposal and payment of retainer guarantees booking, whatever. Okay. So then I like to have reminders. So something I don't utilize very well in HoneyBook is the workflow, just because I feel like I have a lot of different workflows, and a lot of it just kind of depends on how long before the client session. So I like that this will just go ahead and send them a reminder. So I might do like 1 week before the session, and then maybe like 3 days before the session. But you can X these out if you don't want any reminders, if you prefer to do that yourself. The next thing is going to be to enter your availability. And this is another part that's a little confusing. So if you go to May 15th, which is right here, So initially when I looked at this, I was like, okay, but there's nothing there. So that confused me. But really what you're doing here is you're establishing those time slots. So this is where you can see that the 2 dates that you had selected under details they're both white and not grayed out. So what I can do is I can add availability only on this 15th date. So I'm going to add the time, and I'm going to say I'm available from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. I don't want to apply it to every Saturday because I don't want to do mini sessions every Saturday. So I click save, and that's when this availability comes up. If you don't want it to happen on that second date of the rolling window, then you just don't put any availability in there. But if you do, then of course you can add it here. If you want any kind of buffers like 15 minutes before or after the session, you can do that here. If you want to, if you don't want them to be able to book the session, say 2 days before the session, then you could put, you know, I want at least 2 days notice before they book this. You can do that. If you want custom increments, so it defaults to, I want to say 30 minutes. Yep. So my increments are going to be on 15 minutes because my sessions are only 15 minutes. So what this means, the increments, let's say I left it at 30 minutes. What will happen is I won't have as many, and I'll show you this in the next step, I guess. I won't have as many time slot options for my clients to choose from because HoneyBook is going to say, well, no, even though the session is only 15 minutes, they only occur every 30 minutes. So that's where I want to change this. Okay. All right. Otherwise, it won't be stacked back to back. It'll be every 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to click next for the confirmation. So when the people schedule their session or their time slot, it will send them this email. It'll have all the information in it that you've filled out in these sections. And then it'll also have like those instructions, all that kind of stuff. It's really good, like on the user side. For emails, I can send a confirmation email or I cannot. I can allow rescheduling. I can allow cancellations, which I typically don't because I want them to contact me if they want to do that. So, but I do allow reschedules, just because, I mean, it's something that they can do on their end. Okay, so I click save and finish, and my mini sessions are done. So if I copy this link, that's going to bring me, this is the link that your clients will use to book their session. Now, this is not a pretty link. It's very long. So what I do, and I'll show you what I do, is under the mini sessions page on my website, I have my mini sessions here. And when they're available to book, I will link back to that HoneyBook, that long obnoxious HoneyBook link. So when you click on it, and this is obviously not for the one I just inputted because I don't have that linked on my website, but this is for one that would happen on actually this Sunday. So you can see that I don't have any time slots available. They can't click the 11th. That's never going to happen. So that is how I utilize that link for them to book. You can also just send them the link if you want to use it for other things too. So this is what this particular one would look like. I would never do this many sessions in a day. My brain cannot handle that. But you can see that the time slots are every 15 minutes between 11 and 2 p.m. So I would finish up at 2 p.m. Let me show you, actually here. Let me edit this. And I want to show you what it would look like if I left it at 30 minutes. Save and finish. And then preview. And you can see there's a lot less times, because even though the session is only 15 minutes, HoneyBook is saying, but no, I can only schedule things in 30-minute increments. So that's why it does that. So if you input things and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? Then you'll want to make sure that, sorry, I keep clicking the wrong tab. You'll just want to make sure that this increment right here is set to actually what you want it to be. Now, if you only wanted to do, let's say you wanted every 20 minutes, then it would be like, that's almost like you're building in a buffer. So I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see here every 20 minutes it's available, but still the session is only 15 minutes. So that can get a little confusing with your clients, because they're like, wait a second, it looks like, you know, the assumption may be that, oh, if it happens every 20 minutes, then my session's actually 20 minutes and not 15. But it just kind of depends on your clientele. So I hope that was helpful, and maybe you can start using the HoneyBook scheduling feature now. One thing I will say is when they schedule and when they put in their information for these, your sessions, HoneyBook will auto generate a project for them. So I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't figured out how to get it to automatically send them a proposal with just like canned stock, like, hey, you signed up for this date, this time, this is how much it is, and it'll go ahead and send the proposal. I haven't figured out how to do that or if that's an option, but yeah, I will keep you guys updated. I hope that this was helpful, and follow along on YouTube to, I don't know, maybe I'll think of some other cool stuff to show y'all.